Welcome back to my channel, World Coin Mystique. Today, we are about to uncover one of the most mysterious and shocking stories in the world of coins. A story that begins in the desert sands of the Arabian Peninsula and ends with a value so unbelievable that most people won't even believe it until they hear the full story. I'm talking about the United Arab Emirates 1 Dirham coin, a piece of metal that you might think is just ordinary change. Something people use every day for groceries, coffee, or small transactions in Dubai or Abu Dhabi. But what if I told you that one particular version of this coin has been valued at over $8 million? Yes, you heard that right, $8 million for a single 1 dirham coin. Stay with me until the very end, because you won't just learn about this unbelievable value, but also the hidden history, the rare mistakes, and the shocking details that have made this coin a legend. Let's begin with the history. The United Arab Emirates introduced the dirham in 1973, replacing the old Qatar and Dubai rial. This was a symbol of unity, a new currency for nation that had only been formed in 1971. The dirham quickly became a reflection of the UAE's heritage and culture, and the 1 dirham coin itself featured traditional Arabian designs. Over the years, millions of these coins were minted. But here's where the story gets strange. Most of them were ordinary, but a very few, were struck with unusual errors, minting mistakes, or special editions that make them worth a fortune today. Now, let's talk about why some collectors are ready to pay millions for what looks like a simple coin. In the world of numismatics, rarity is everything. When something exists in very limited numbers, and when collectors across the globe are competing to own it, the price skyrockets. The United Arab Emirates 1 dirham coin has several rare varieties. Some were struck with the wrong metal, others with slight misprints, and a handful were part of special limited runs that never entered mass circulation. These are the coins that create legends. Imagine this. A traveler in Dubai stops at a cafe, pays with change, and one of the coins in his hand is not like the others. He tosses it in his pocket, thinking nothing of it, only to discover years later that what he was carrying was one of the rarest coins in the Middle East, a piece that collectors in America, Europe, and Asia are willing to fight for at auctions. That coin, a 1 dirham worth over $8 million. But here's the suspenseful part. Nobody knows exactly how many of these ultra-rare pieces exist. Some reports suggest only 3, others say perhaps fewer than 10. Others were struck with experimental metals, making them shine differently under the light. And one particular version, an extremely rare issue, linked to the early 1970s transition, has been valued at $8 million, making it one of the most expensive coins from the Middle East ever recorded. Now think about that for a second. $8 million for one small coin. That's enough to buy a mansion in Beverly Hills, a fleet of luxury cars, or even a private jet. Yet collectors see that value in a single piece of metal just a little larger than a US quarter. Why? Because it's not just money, it's history, it's culture, it's a story frozen in time. So, how do you know if you have one of these rare 1 dirham coins? First, check the year. Certain years between the 1970s and 1980s are more valuable than others. Second, examine the coin carefully for misprints. Look for errors in the Arabic script, unusual shapes, or strange metal tones. Third, weigh the coin. Some of the rare versions were struck on the wrong planches, meaning the weight does not match the official records. If you find a difference, you might be holding a treasure. Collectors in the United States, especially those who specialize in international coins, are constantly hunting for these rare UAE 1 dirhams. Auction houses in New York and London have already seen bids in the millions, and online private sales are rumored to have reached as high as $8 million for one piece. The suspense gets deeper when you realize that many of these rare coins might still be in circulation. Yes, right now, in the markets of Dubai or Abu Dhabi, someone could be handing over a coin worth millions as simple change for a cup of tea, completely unaware of its true value. That's the magic of coin collecting. You never know when an ordinary coin in your pocket might turn out to be a life-changing fortune. Now, let me take you into the emotional side of this. Imagine the moment when a person discovers that the little coin they kept in a drawer for years is actually worth millions. The rush of excitement, the disbelief, the instant change in their lives. Stories like these have happened before. Ordinary people have found rare coins in their pockets or collections and sold them for life-changing sums. Could the UAE 1 dirham be the next? The answer is yes, and it has already happened to a few lucky owners. So, here's the big takeaway. Always check your coins carefully, because the smallest piece of change can sometimes hold the biggest surprises. The United Arab Emirates 1 dirham, a coin most people see as nothing more than everyday money, has proven that even the most ordinary things can hide extraordinary value. And with prices reaching $8 million, this coin has secured its place among the rarest and most valuable coins in history. Before I close, let me leave you with this suspenseful thought. Right now, somewhere in the world, someone is carrying a UAE 1 dirham in their wallet, completely unaware that they might be holding $8 million in their hand. Could that person be you? Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to World Coin Mystique, where we continue to uncover the hidden treasures of the coin world. Who knows, the next story could be about the coin that's sitting in your pocket right now.